Why is 80s music so good? The 80s, for those who lived through it, was a time of questionable fashion trends, curious haircuts, all accompanied by some astonishing popular music. There was a radical change in direction for popular music, not only because of the revolutions and innovations in music technology but also in terms of stylistic diversity. The 80s saw the rise of punk, new wave, electronic, soft rock, and the more middle-of-the-road out-and-out pop music. Each of these, plus other musical styles that emerged from the late 70s into the 80s, made an essential contribution to making the decade truly memorable. One of the most reliable sources of popular music information is NME.com. According to an online survey from NME, the top-selling 12 inches of all time is New Order's Blue Monday. For many people, this single track exemplifies all that was great about the music of the 80s. There is a bleak, machine-like intensity that sets the tone for this song. The familiar sounds of looped drum machines, string synths, and bouncing bass lines, all topped with dry, sullen vocals, make for a compelling track that captures the essence of the 80s. Looking further into the track, the bleakness of the political situation is also, in my opinion, mirrored in the song, highlighting the struggles that were associated with this decade. Even with this dark undercurrent, the music, full of hooks and driven beats, invites repeated listening. Another style of music that entered the popular music charts was ska. This was not music that originated in the 80s but in a sense was revived through immensely popular groups like the Specials. The band adopted a mod look with pork pie hats, sharp black suits, and loafers for footwear. Alongside their music, this image helped secure the band a place in the minds of everyone who saw them. In their hit track Ghost Town, the tension and dismay at the politics of the day came through with a clear message. If neither of these 80s hits convinces you that this was a wonderful decade of music, let's look at another massive chart topper that falls neatly into the genre of anthemic arena rock. One band, that heralded from New Jersey, USA, captured the hearts and allegiance of tens of thousands of fans with their legendary hit Livin' on a Prayer. Written by John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora, this song has become the epitome of a rock anthem and subsequently has become the signature song for the band. The song tells the story of Gina and Tommy, whose devotion to each other, despite tough times, sees them through and is reflective of the tough times many experienced in 70s America. Of the huge number of superstars to emerge from the 80s, Madonna remains one of the most celebrated and iconic, still performing today. Her song Like a Prayer became a controversial hit in 1988. Like many songs to be composed in the 80s, Like a Prayer chose socially difficult material to present to the public. In this case, Madonna, in conjunction with producer Mary Lambert, created a video for the song that made the lyrics all the more poignant. Issues of bigotry and racism are at the center of this upbeat track. In this sense, the popular nature of the music juxtaposes with the troubling focus of the song. Synth pop was very much in favor in the 80s, making full use of new technology that exploited synthesized sounds, allowing musicians to develop and explore sounds that up until then had not been possible. British band The Human League became synonymous with the new wave movement in 80s pop and wrote several stunning songs that not only used synthesizers and drum machines to generate their unique sound but hit songs that are still popular today. Don't You Want Me Baby is exactly that and is all the ingredients that you would want in a song from this era. Another huge star who made his name eternal in the 80s was Michael Jackson. Even though Jackson had been performing to great acclaim with the Jackson 5, it was in the 80s that his solo career took hold and catapulted him directly into the musical spotlight, where he stayed until his untimely death. With over 10 million copies of this song sold worldwide, it remains one of the most iconic songs of the decade. Billie Jean was released in January of 1982 with almost immediate success. It was the second single Jackson released from the renowned Thriller album. Jackson's passionate vocal performance on this song, coupled with a lyric that tells of Billie Jean's claim that Jackson is the father of her son, makes this song captivating. Stylistically, The song has a kind of disco feel with a square 4-beat drum pattern, underpinned by a subtly moving bass line.